Coming up on Who Wants to Be a MELEEIONAIRE, our first guest, the Crimson Blur. You know him and you love him. We're playing for money to be donated to charity. Thank you to our sponsors, Juked. And without further ado, let's get ready to play Who Wants to Be a MELEEIONAIRE. What do you think about that, Blur?
That was fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
I'm so nervous.
How to play. There will be 15 multiple choice questions. Answer them all correctly to win. You have 3 lifelines, Blur. 1 is the 50-50. The computer will randomly take away 2 wrong answers. Ask the audience. We will ask the good people on Twitter what they think about the question. And 3rd is the phone a friend, where you get to choose one friend to help you with the question. You understand?
I do get it.
Beautiful. We're going to go right into game 1. Soak the music up, Blur. How are you feeling today?
I'm in the hot seat, dude.
You're in the hot seat.
I don't know, man. I didn't sleep. I should mention that. You know, who knows how that affected me.
Sleeping.
I just didn't do it.
Well, here we go. This is the question that I know that you know the answer to. Melee runs at this frame rate. A, 15 frames per second. B, 30 frames per second. C, 60 frames per second. D, 120 frames per second.
Okay. So I'll admit, I know the answer to this question. However, aren't we supposed to like make it like dramatic or something? Or should I just blaze this one?
You're in the hot seat, Blur.
All right, C, final answer, 60 frames per second.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And he got it. For
Okay.
$1.
Woo! All right, at least we got $1, dude.
Next question for $2. Which of these names is the name for Ganondorf's down special? Is it A, Gerudo Kick, B, Wizard's Foot, C, Warlock Boots, or D, Dark Dive?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Wizard's Foot. I think Gerudo Kick is his up tilt. I think Dark Dive is side B. Warlock Boots might be down air. I've never even heard of Warlock Boots. Pretty sure it's Wizard's Foot. I hate losing to them because I don't know the move names that well, relatively. I'm pretty sure it is though. I mean, Gerudo Kick does. It could be up tilt.
Could use a lifeline.
I'm not gonna use on the $200 question. Is that like you ever watch the real Millionaire? The guy who won it for the first time, he won it without using any lifelines.
He didn't use any. He actually called his dad last question.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So
maybe that's exactly the kind of hubris that'll get me. I feel like
hubris is the enemy, Blur.
It is.
You were thinking B. What do you think?
I think Wizard's Foot sounds so correct. And I know if you use like 50-50, it's going to go down to like Gerudo Kick and Wizard's Foot, and I'll learn nothing. It's obviously not Dark Dive. That's ridiculous, right? That's side B. It's got to be.
Ridiculous.
Okay, you say that in a way that I might be wrong now. Oh, God, dude. If you... other people do better than... If I lose on $200, they're supposed to be easy early on. 60 frames per second, I knocked it out of the park. I don't know the move names, dude. Sometimes you gotta commit. This is me F-smashing in the corner. Just going for it. B, Wizard's Foot, final answer.
Final answer. Did he get it for $2?
All right.
And he got it.
All right, okay. I definitely thought too hard, but it was okay. Okay, we got it.
You're good, Blur.
Sometimes you gotta take the risk.
You ready for the next question for $3 to charity? The Z-axis exists on all stages except for A, Flat Zone, B, Icicle Mountain, C, Mushroom Kingdom 2, or D, Congo Jungle.
So, you would think the Game & Watch stage would be the stage where everything would be 2D.
You would think.
And that seems to be the case here, as it's one of the options with Flat Zone. Mushroom Kingdom 2 is my favorite non-legal stage. If you guys don't play on Mushroom Kingdom 2, you should try sometime. You can wall jump and do some crazy stuff. It's fun. Icicle Mountain has great music. And Congo Jungle, that's where Richie's Jungle Jam is played. So these are all great stages. But I'm going to go with A, Flat Zone, final answer.
You said it, final. And he's correct.
All right.
Game and watch the stage. Congratulations, Blur. Moving on to the $500 question. $5. Hungrybox tried many different characters against Armada's young Link. Which of the following did he not use in tournament? Is it A, Falco, B, Ness, C, Fox, or D, Ganondorf?
So obviously he used Ness and Fox. The Ness was the famous Yoshi Story Shy Guy block that happened in Apex 2014, I want to say. The Fox was actually used at Evo, which is ridiculous because its Fox is a lot worse than it is now. I don't remember him using Ganon ever, so I lean strongly to Ganon. But I'm trying to think about when did he use Falco? When did he use Falco against Armada's young Link? He wouldn't... I mean, he does have a Ganon. His Falco is generally better than his Ganon. His Falco used to be his like second best character for a bit, and now I think it's his Fox, but it might still be his Falco. But I don't remember either Falco or Ganon being used. Falco, I'm sure was. I don't think Ganon. I think I would remember Ganon. I think I might forget him losing his Falco. That's kind of where I'm going with this. You see what I'm saying, Bobby?
I do see what you're saying. Yes, you seem to know a lot about the Ness and Fox.
Those are guaranteed. Those are 100%. Like I remember how I was in the room. I was in the room for. I'm sure if Falco game when it happened. I just don't remember it very well. When did he use Ganon? Probably never. Probably never. But I also don't remember him using Falco. He definitely didn't win a game as either of those. I remember if he won a game. He definitely didn't win his Falco or Ganon. When did he go? Did he go Falco at Evo as well? Did he try it? No, he didn't. It was
versus
Fox.
Armada's young Link.
When did he go Falco?
Well, you could ask the computer to take away 2 wrong answers.
Your Regis is killing me, dude.
You could ask the audience, who I'm sure will know the answer to this question.
God, did he use Ganon? He would. That's crazy. Using Ganondorf in a tournament set against Armada. That's like, well, I guess all of these answers are crazy in a way. Why the hell would we play Ness? He did. This is kind of crazy that he did. That character's terrible.
That's true. This is a tough question for $5 to charity.
It's a big deal to me, Bobby. It's a big deal to the kids too. What charity is this for? I don't know. It's a big deal. You have an
instinct, you know. They say go with your gut on some of these questions.
It worked out for Wizard's Foot, but I feel like I'm being such a gambler because I do have lifelines. They exist.
So what do you want to do, Blur?
I'm gonna go Ganondorf.
If you say final answer, I can.
Final answer. Oh my God.
Ganondorf. Is it Ganondorf? Yes, again he gets with the Crimson Blur.
Where did he use Falco?
Coming up to the $10 question.
What, dude? These are getting hard. When did he use Falco, bro? I don't know.
I don't remember either clearly. But congratulations on asking that toughie. To the next question for $10 to charity. Which of these players did not make top 100 both before and after switching mains? Was it A, Hacks Money, B, Drugfox, C, Shroomed, or D, Cobalt?
Okay, I gotta understand this question first. Which of these players weren't top 100 before and after switching mains? Well, all these players were top 100 at some point. And it's saying, so Hacks Money was a Falcon and he turned into a Fox. He was top 100 as Falcon and as Fox. Drug Fox was a Sheik and a Fox hybrid, sometimes a Falco, whatever. He was top 100. Shroomed was a Doc and a Sheik, and he was top 100 for both. And Cobalt just didn't switch. I mean, he's really a Fox main the whole time. He has a Marth. That's a secondary, though. is a way that is trying to say this question that
Three of these, the way that I read it, is that three of these players did make top 100 both before and after switching names. Which one did not?
well, Cobalt never switched mains, so maybe that's the. But what did? Okay, was Drug Fox's Fox not ranked or something? Like, was he just a Sheik? Did he like go inactive and didn't get ranked in the following year or something? Am I misremembering? So obviously it's not hacked or shroomed. Let's just put those guys aside. The only reason I take Cobalt because I never really considered him anything other than a Fox main his entire career, and so it's like I feel like it's not the answer they're looking for because it's like which of these players did not make top before? My answer would like where I'd lean would be Cobalt because they'd be like, well, he never switched mains. Cobalt didn't switch mains. That was just a Fox. Am I crazy? Is he? Are they saying he mained Marth? Because I don't think he mained Marth. He's entering his Fox right now.
Well, you're certainly not crazy. 4 correct answers in a row. No lifelines used.
Ah, jeez. See, I think a Jark Fox makes sense to a degree because it's like he went really high. He got ranked like, was he like 12th or something? He was really high when he was a Sheik. Was he never? Was his character switching because it was like mixed with inactivity? Like I could see that being a thing. It says before and after. So is it saying both? It's saying both before and after. Okay, I'm trying to read now. All right, let's read. Reading comprehension might be.
Just as production and clarify that if a person has not switched, who has always been the same character, that like it's significant basically. I don't
Okay.
feel the answer, but like.
Okay, thank you. It's Cobalt. All right, cool. But I do think I was about to get it because I said the words. Both. It says both before and after, right?
Mm.
And you can't.
Both before and after.
The only way, like on a reading comprehension level, that both before and after can ever be true is if someone just never switched mains.
That's true.
So whoever wrote the question, you could also write the question as who just has a switch mains of these 4 players, because that's basically what it's asking. I feel like if you read the question correctly. So I'm gonna go with D, Cobalt. If this is wrong, I'm more mad at the question writers than myself because I feel like this is ridiculous.
In other words, you're saying that to your knowledge, Cobalt never really switched mains. And
I don't think
therefore...
he really switched mains. No, I think he's a Fox.
Bold choice. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer D, Cobalt. Did he get it for $1,000?
All right. Okay.
Yes. The Crimson Blur getting $1,000, aka $10 to charity. Congratulations. And that means you could do no worse than $10 to charity, even if you have an incorrect answer.
Sick.
Are you ready for the next questions?
Okay, I already know this one, I think. Wait,
Which event did Javi beat PPMD? Was it Apex 2010, Apex 2012, Apex 2013, or D, Apex 2014?
Is this the one where PP threw his controller on the ground in disgust? He was just like, ugh. He did one of those. Cactuar was sitting next to him. Javi was there. He basically just multi-shined him in the corner on tech chases and just shined him a bunch of times. Fox mates will tell you that's not cheese. I will agree because I don't think there's cheese in this game. A gimp is a gimp. There's something beautiful about it. All right, so we know it's not Apex 2010.
And how do you know that?
Apex 2010 is like nothing. Like that event was really small. It's like effectively not an event.
So it was a bigger event.
It's one of the bigger ones. So 2015 he won. They didn't put that on there for me. That's not very nice of them, but that's fine. I think it's 2014, but for some reason 2012 is sticking out like a sore thumb. I don't know why. I know it's an even number. Odd numbers spook me out, Bobby. Why would I think it's 2012? What happened in 2012? That's way too many years back. That's 8 years ago.
Maybe what else happened in the history of the community where you could think before and after.
So I know the room this was in. This was in the Rutgers room. This was, you know, they used to have 2 conjoined rooms, and so PP Armada was a grand finals where Armada won in one of the Apexes, and it's one of the 2012 or 2013s. Why don't I remember this that well? 2014 Javi. Is 2014 the one he came in? Also, did he stop playing around then? Was Javi still playing in 2014? Yes, he was still playing it. Because, okay, so our scene got bigger in 2013. But that was like middle of 2013. And I don't think Javi would have shown... It wasn't a smaller Apex. 2014 was bigger. Wait. Is 2014 the Mango Leffen set? Am I mixing up years? Because 2014 is the one where Mango makes that comeback or whatever, or Four Socks Leffen, right? And that doesn't seem to me like it's the same room as Javi versus PP. It's funny because I know literally I can play this match back in my mind, but I'm like hesitant to say the year just because I'm in the hot seat, Bobby.
You're in the hot seat. Everything does change for those in the hot seat. You have 3 lifelines. Don't be afraid to use them.
Hugo's my phone a friend. I don't trust him. If I use the phone a friend, it's literally as a victory lap.
Gotta be for a Samus question.
It's or something. It's got to be for victory lap stuff.
All right, so you've got 2 lifelines.
I trust the people, and the 50-50, I think it's going to end up... I'm so paranoid about 50-50 because I know it's going to end up being 2012, 2014. Hella random. I think I have gambled a lot so far. That's what I feel. But I also don't know. Maybe I actually deep down know the answers, but I'm just doubting myself, as people do.
Believe in yourself, Blur. It's taking you this far.
How did Cactuar look? Did he look like 2014 Cactuar, or did he look like 2012 Cactuar? I don't know the difference. He looks the same. He looks the same now.
So that's not helpful.
That's not helpful. But I'm gonna go with the 50-50, man. I feel like
right. 50-50.
I don't want to lose like this. This is embarrassing.
Computer, take away 2 of the wrong answers randomly.
I hate you guys. I hate everyone. Production, you did it on purpose. Don't you lie to me now.
The computer is randomly take away 2 wrong answers.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, likely story, bro. What the fuck, bro? That's not cool, man. I hate 50-50. You know what? I'm happy it's out of the way. That's such crap.
Dude, that's so crazy. That's so insane. That's so insane that it happens.
That's not cool.
But you know, it happens every time. I can't explain it. But you know, there's no one listening in the back. We don't have that technology. I don't trust Regis and the operation that they didn't have somebody listening. But we here at MELEEIONAIRE just have a PowerPoint deck. Push the button, it takes away 2 wrong answers randomly. Well, Blur is really struggling with this question, but We need him to have as much time as he needs to sort through his thoughts. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more ruminations on the question of which event did Javi beat PPMD. Stay tuned.
I'm such a fraud.
Come
This should not
on,
be hard.
Millionaire.
Apex.
And we're back. The Crimson Blur still deliberating about this question. 2 lifelines left. No reason to walk away, because even a wrong answer will leave you.
Wait! PP won
1,000.
2014 and 2015 back to back! Didn't he? Oh! He did, right? Am I? Is there something here? Am I? I'm solving the matrix. I'm gonna go with.
So what do you think, Blair?
I think it's B. 2012. Final answer.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
B, Apex 2012. Let's see if he got it.
Oh, God damn it. Oh,
And
yeah!
the memory serves $2,000. Wow,
I literally got it
dude.
off his fucking shirt, dude. I don't know why that was so hard for me.
$15 going to charity. Congratulations on that question. Here we are with the $20 question.
I'm not gonna make it through this, dude. The hot seat is too hard.
You're doing great, Blair.
I don't think I am.
Which of these players has Scar never played in a public exhibition money match? Is the answer A, Fendi, B, Bob Money, C, Ken, or D, Juggle Guy?
All right, we got a freebie here. I was in the room for every single one of these. The best set of all of these is actually the Bob Money one, but it was never uploaded, sadly. That was an incredible set, the Bobby match. The Ken set holds a personal. I set that match up, so it was at a Kings of Cali, so I would obviously know. Fendi, I thought you guys did him dirty, and I thought that one was completely unfair. He had to play like 10 people before he played Bobby. However, the result was never in question. If it isn't the Crimson Blur, it's done, is what I always say. And
What is it with Mark?
So I took a lot of time with the last question, so I'm gonna go with D, Juggle Guy. Final answer.
Final answer, D, Juggle Guy. Did he get it?
All right.
Of course, it's Juggle Guy.
Of course, it's Juggle Guy.
Scar versus Juggle Guy never would have happened.
No.
What is it with Marths, Blur?
You like to exhibition marks because you can combo them. No matter how long it's been you've been playing this game, you can do down throw and up throw D. I'm proud of you, bro. Fucking hell.
Well, that's $20. Very well done with that question. Moving on to the next question, $25. Here we go.
All right.
Which of the following players has not beaten Hungrybox in 2020?
Dude, who
Is
has
it A, Zuppy, B, Kuyashi, C, Dawson, or D, Whiskers?
Okay, so Dawson double eliminated him. Whiskers beat him as well. Kuyashi did beat him, though he didn't play the matchup well at all. Zuppy lost last stock, and that was like the whole trend. I'm pretty sure it's A, but we could. I took a long time with that one question, so I'm gonna go with A. Final answer.
Blur blazing through these questions. A, final answer. Did he get it? Yes, he got it. Zuppy did not defeat Hungrybox in 2020.
All right. Sweet.
How are you feeling right now, Blur? After that tough question, now you're.
I
on a
know
roll.
the other questions were that Apex question was actually easier than the following questions. I just literally was, I don't know, being stupid, and you wasted a lifeline. So we'll see how it goes.
A worthless lifeline. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, seriously, considering how it went, I don't even want it anymore.
Well, now we've got the next question.
All right.
For 50, we're starting to get into the money for $50 to the charity. What charity is it? Does anybody tell me? To charity.
Direct relief.
$50 to direct relief.
Yay.
The question: which Samus player was ranked the highest on MPGR 2019? Was it A, Hugs, B, the Swooper, C, Duck, or D, Morse code 762?
See, now this is a question right there. That's a question right there. Because I always have a hard time. So, okay, so I got to break this one down logically, right? So it's not Swooper. I'm leaning Morse code very strongly, but I wanna break it down for myself.
Talk it through.
So what happened with the Duck Hugs thing was that obviously early Melee, Hugs was ranked higher, Duck superseded, and then actually Hugs took it back. And then I believe Duck was considered inactive in 2019. So I don't think it's Duck. Hugs had like a miserable year in 2019. It's incredible that he got ranked in the first place. It's actually a miracle. And I think one of the things that we said was, isn't it crazy that Morse code is the highest ranked Samus? And I think that's what this question is getting at. And so I don't think Swooper had gotten to the point of being ranked higher than Morse code. Had some wins actually in 2019 that I remember. So it sounds weird because Hugs and Duck are two of the best, if not the best Samuses of all time. Sami. But Duck was inactive and Hugo had his worst year in his career and was kind of like, now he's not playing as much anymore, so he was kind of going inactive. So, and Morse code actually had a pretty breakout year. He had some great wins.
You sound confident.
I really do think it's Morse code. All right, whatever. Morse code, final answer. D, final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Did he get it? Congratulations, Blur. It is indeed Morse code, the highest ranked Samus on MPGR 2019. That's $50 for direct relief. On to the next question for $80, and if you get it, you could do no worse than $80 for charity.
Okay.
I think.
Something like that.
Which of the following three players did not beat Mango in Pound 3 pools? Was it A, Vist, B, Sensei, C, Plank, or D, Cactuar?
I always suck at this question.
Pound 3 pools.
I've gotten this asked to me before, like, hey, name Mango's run at Pound 3. And I'm always bad at this. I know he lost to Silent Wolf and Link Dittos in round 1 winners, but this is saying pool, so you gotta. And the funny thing is that the Melee community uses the word pools interchangeably, like to mean like bracket pools or round robin pools. But I'm pretty sure this one's talking about round robin pools. I do think he lost a Vist in round robin for some reason.
Did we do bracket pools in Pound 3 days?
We didn't. That's why I think it meant round robin. And obviously Silent Wolf's not on here, so they didn't even throw me a red herring to see if I would bite. I actually would have loved if Silent Wolf was on here because I would just pick that because I know that happened in bracket. But it's not. And who the hell is Sensei? You don't just throw a name like Sensei on there unless he did beat Mango in Pound 3 pools.
Sensei, a good friend of mine.
Oh wait, he's the Pennsylvania guy, right? Have I forgotten?
Great, I can't say anymore.
Oh, well, okay. I'm sorry, Sensei. I actually feel like I now remember who you are. I'm sorry.
You know, I don't think he would be offended. He's an older player. Pound 3 days, a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. He's probably
it's a
not
name I haven't heard in many years.
Yeah.
Sensei, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well.
I hope you're doing well.
The Melee community is alive and well.
So one thing I can tell you is you'd have to drag me out of this room to click a Vist. I just know Vist. Vist is a friend of mine, personal friend of mine. His lovely wife, just like literally one of the best human beings you can ever meet in your life. I have a very high opinion of Vist, if you can't tell. And it's one of those things that he must have told me because I just know that he won that. Now, I also know Plank pretty well, and I don't remember him telling me about this.
Plank from your region, is that right?
MDVA back in the day. In Pound 3 days, I was MDVA, so.
Now, can I ask, what is Raft Builder?
Raft Builder is another name for Plank. Because, like, Plank, Raft Builder.
Never understood how he has two names.
Yeah, it's weird. Cactuar is the kind of guy to beat someone and then not tell you about it. And that's annoying, because in this particular instance, I wish he would have. Because if he did, I would know then. I don't want to pick Sensei, because I feel like he must have beat him. He wouldn't even be on here. This is impossible. So it's probably Plank or Cactuar. Now, a question I have is, would Mango's Puff lose to a Sheik?
Let me just remind you before you do anything rash. You're currently at $50 for charity. If you get this question wrong, you will go back down to 10. If you get this question right, you will be sitting pretty at $80 of charity, and you'll be able to go no lower than that.
How many questions are left?
If you get this question right, you will have 5 more questions until you are a MELEEIONAIRE.
Oh, so I'm actually not that far.
No, you are not. You've conquered the lion's share of questions.
Okay, so the hot seat's getting hotter all of a sudden.
The intense music will start for the next question.
Can I tell you something, Bobby? I've always been really good at multiple choice. Like, as far as taking tests, I've been a god. Like, in school, I didn't know the subjects, but as you can tell with the way I am reasoning through this, as a test taker, I made it through sometimes.
Your skills are not to be challenged.
Do you see how, like... I think Hugo might not know this either, who's my phone a friend, because I just do not believe in Hugo. So I want to do this on my own.
Okay.
I don't have a lot to work on. So here's the thing. When Plank ran tournaments, or was like, it was a
Hugo
tournament...
might surprise you, don't you think? You're being a little hard on Hugo here.
No, he would not surprise me. Crazy that I'm thinking about I don't know the answer, and yet I'm thinking about not using a lifeline whatsoever.
You can ask the audience; they could surprise you as well. The law of large numbers.
No,
have 3 minutes to answer.
They're gonna pick Sensei. They're like noobs. I'm telling you, Bobby. You gotta pick the right spot for the audience. The people they can perform great things, but you know what?
I understand.
My gut's just on fire today. And I'm sorry to the children if I'm dead wrong about this.
He's gonna do it.
I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm a gambling man. I'm gonna put it all down on C. Plank. Final answer. Oh god.
Final answer C. Plank.
Put me out of my misery, dude.
Did he get it? Are we moving on?
Oh, it was Cactuar, wasn't it?
Correct. What's the correct answer? Cactuar did not beat Mango in Pound 3 Fool's Blur. I'm so sorry that you went out that way, but congratulations on a number of excellent questions, excellent answers, great insight into the community. I think we all learned a lot. How are you feeling right now, sir?
Terrible.
It's a tough break, but you're walking away with $10 to be donated to Direct Relief, and that is an accomplishment.
No. Oh, the ego, Bobby. The ego got in the way. It always does.
That's the downfall of the melee player.
Always. No, it's a thing for me. Oh, it always does.
Well, I feel that you did great, Blur. You should be proud of yourself for your performance overall. Did it end the way that you wanted? I don't think so, but thank you so much for participating. And who wants to be a MELEEIONAIRE? Stay tuned. We'll be back with another contestant. Thank you again, Blur.
All right. Thank you for having me.